So what's up, you guys? You guys are a film reviewer, and this is part 3 of my DVD movie collection, and this is how many I got to go. So maybe if I'm lucky, or you're lucky too, I don't have to make a part 4, and this could be my last one. So let's go. Alright, so first movie is Salt. This is a very underrated film. I really like this one a lot. Angelina Jolie definitely takes it the whole way. She is like the female Jason Bourne. This film is very, very, very good. District 9, another great one. A lot of people like this, and definitely where that guy, what's his name on here? I don't know his name. It doesn't say his name on here. And that guy, how he got pretty much famous from this movie. This movie's amazing. Iron Man's the first one rocked, the second one kind of lagged, but these two are definitely good movies. The first one is probably like one of my favorite comic book movies that I own besides Captain America, which I do not own. And so, yes, these two. Schindler's List, a classic. Everybody must own this one. It's very good, it feels very nice, and it's just one disc. Oh, I thought it was 2 discs. And it comes with a little something on the inside, which, if you know me, I love it. And this is very good. This is probably Steven Spielberg's most controversial film, and this one is just a phenomenal movie. It has it's like a great storytelling movie. Schindler's List. The original Batman. Got this one. I gotta admit, I bought it before I watched it, and I loved it. So, that's good. Speed. This one is a classic. I remember taking this from my mom's, because my mom has her own section of movies, and I took this and I watched it, and I'm like, okay, I'm keeping this movie. This movie is badass. I just watched it at least a couple months ago, and this movie's amazing. Batman Begins in The Dark Knight. Enough said. Ninja Assassin. I did a horrible job of buying it for 20 bucks, and I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but I'm definitely gonna say it has way too much blood. It has a shitload of blood. So, if you like blood, go check out this movie. Probably one of my favorite Tony Scott films besides Top Gun. This film is amazing. Denzel Washington owns this film, and he is like amazing during it. So go check this out. Ghost Rider. Insane. Here. Very different. Doesn't feel like the CD. Yep. Very different. I watched this, and when they said the entire thing was in Spanish, I did not actually think that the entire thing was in Spanish. And I was very surprised of how much I even liked it. And that the guy with the eyeballs in his hands really like freaked me out, and he was like trying to like go after them. It was like creepy. Whoa, shit. SWAT, very underrated. I like this one a lot. Not many people have heard of it. I got this one for $5. And it has like an all-star cast. I mean, not really all-star, but more like probably like C+ actors, besides Samuel Jackson. But it has like Cool J, Colin Farrell, Michelle Rodriguez, and probably one of my favorite people of all time, Jeremy Renner. And this one is a very, very good cop film. Very well done. Deja Vu. This film is amazing. This one definitely was a good one. I was not expecting this to be good, and then when I saw it, I was like, holy crap. I mean, you got Denzel Washington, you got Jesus Christ, Val Kilmer in here. It's amazing when I say Jesus Christ, I mean Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus Christ in Passion of the Christ. Deja Vu. Ransom. This film is intense. Probably one of the most intense films I've watched back in like the 1980s. Classic kids drama movie. I love it. I still watch it to this day. And I was talking to somebody else about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I can't believe it was based on a book by Stephen King." I'm like, yeah, you didn't know that? Like, no, even though it's a novella, but yes. The Rocker. I saw this one on a TV, and I just thought this was the most funniest crap like ever. And so with Rainn Wilson, and what happens was he's in a big band called Vesuvius, and while he's in there, he kind of gets kicked out, and then he tries and uses his nephew's band, and yeah, kind of goes on from there. Surprisingly, another digital copy. This was the first movie I've ever bought on my own. When I used to have those kind of like cases where like you put in the movie sideways instead of standing up. This was my first movie I ever bought by myself with my own money. And it feels, I mean, at least it's a movie that I still watch to this day. It's not like I don't know, Rugrats Go Wild or something. If you're a random mind, you're watching that, you understand. Okay, I love the TV series. Just watched this movie recently, and it was the funniest thing I've ever watched. That was a cartoon. South Park. Bigger, longer, uncut. This is hilarious. Freaking hilarious. Has so much cuss words in it. It's unbelievable. They cuss so much in it, but it's amazing. It's funnier than crap on a stick. Light it on fire. Yeah. Alright, another funny movie. Now I'm getting into my funny movies, so just bear with me. Okay. Benchwarmers, most immature, funniest movie I own. This one's so immature, but it's so hilarious. Benchwarmers. Accepted. Funny. This one's great. Justin Long did amazing in it. Blake Lively too. She's hot. The Simpsons movie. Funny. This movie was hilarious when I saw this back in the theater. Yes Man. Another comedy. Another one that if it wasn't for Jim Carrey, this film wouldn't be as funny. This movie was great. Zoe Denzel was good too, but I felt like she was kind of unneeded. So, yeah. I Love You Man. Great one. It has a blockbuster kind of case, which is horrible. But I need to watch this movie again because this movie I watched a while ago, and I just laughed because this movie was hilarious. Dodgeball. Another classic comedy, and it's hilarious. This one is like another kind of immature kind of humor. Ben Stiller is freaking hilarious in this. He definitely just like yeah, super bad. Enough said, because this movie is funnier than crap. Yeah, another interesting story about that one and my mom. For that one, this is the new one. Talladega Nights. Hilarious. Probably the first Adam McKay film I've watched. This movie's great. This movie's hilarious. Enough said. This movie is funny, and when I first saw it, I was like, okay, nothing too special. I didn't really understand why. And then I watched this one a year later, and I was just like, okay, this is funnier than crap. So, Anchorman. Walk Hard. Dewey Cox. Keep on forgetting his name. What's the main guy's name? Oh my God. John C. Reilly. He is hilarious. He is insanely funny, and is brilliant. This movie is hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. Danny McBride is funnier than crap on a stick, lit on fire. And this movie will slap a big, fat, goofy smile on your face. And yes, I just did say that off the back of this movie cover. Seriously, enough said. Okay, we got my last stack. And this one contains all of my steelbooks. So I'm gonna save my steelbooks, and I'll save the steelbooks to the end. I'm gonna make this one an extra 5 minutes. So, Taken. This was a great film. This is a great hour-and-a-half film. It's extremely realistic, and it has full of action and makes Liam Neeson a badass. Watch this. First James Bond movie I owned, not that I have seen. The first one was Thunderball, the first one that I've seen, but this is the first one that I own. And I hope to own many more. Daniel Craig owns it. Smokin' Aces. Just recently watched this. This one is very, very, very well done. It's a very good film. Joe Carnahan did an amazing job with this film, but an even better job with the A-Team. Best drama prison movie of all time. I still have not seen this film, but I hope to about a week from now when I go see it with my friends. I could bring this over to films, and so we're gonna watch this. Hellboy, classic Guillermo del Toro, a great film. And I've seen the second one, but I don't own it. Fast and the Furious 1 and 4. It's weird how I own 1 and 4. My mom bought this one on accident, so now I own both of them, and they're both on my iPod. So that's pretty cool. Classic kids movie. I love this one. This one's hilarious. This one's a good movie. It's a little bit yeah, you know, it's an okay film. It's not my favorite. Classic. Funny, and already reviewed it. This movie is great. This movie's great. Edward Scissorhands. My aunt bought this for me, and I watched it, and this was amazing to me. Sad movie. This is like very, very sad, and it was based on a true story, but it has a great ending. Another steelbook. Gotta save. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yeah. Classic. Another Steven Spielberg that isn't fully as known as like Jaws or E.T. or Spielberg, but this one I think started off the sci-fi Alien franchise to me. Just started it off. Okay, I'm gonna review it with that one, so that's another box set. Oh, shit on a stick. We're on our box sets now. So let's go. Let's go with the ones I least don't care about. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I got recommended this movie. I watched it. This is like the weirdest crap I've ever seen in my life. I do not want to see it again, but if I were to sell it, I would only get 50 cents for it. And so it's 2 disc, and this movie is just, I just do not like this movie at all. Okay. Die Hard. Bonafide shitness for this movie. All 3 of these, all 3 trilogy, and, no, wait, yeah, right here. All 3. It's pretty badass, and then the 4th one is actually really, really good. I really like the 4th one. Okay, let's start off with this one. Unbreakable. It's an intense movie. Bruce Willis is amazing. Samuel Jackson rocks it. This is actually based on a true story, which was actually really insane to me. Really insane. Okay, now we're getting good stuff. Just pass this around. All 3 X-Men. The first one was great. The second one, I guess it's like the best one, but I haven't seen it in a while. And then the X-Men Last Stand wasn't that good. Okay. Back to the Future. Just recently watched these 2. All 2 of them, and then the 3rd one. And it's a great series. Enough said. It's a great film. Fantastic. Probably one of the coolest steelbook cases, Reservoir Dogs. It's an amazing film, and it comes in like a whiskey bottle, so then you open it up, and yes, great movie. So this has been all of my movies, and I hope to see you guys later.